When the conversation of greatest TV show of all time arises, Friends is rarely ever included in that conversation. It's not one of the greatest TV shows of all time, it's not even close. That said, change the discussion to favourite TV shows of all time, and suddenly, we're having a different conversation. While I would say that Breaking Bad is probably the greatest show of all time, it isn't my favourite. That prestige belongs to Friends. I've rewatched it more than any other TV show. I love Friends.
Are you kidding? What's not to like? Custard? Good. Jam? Good. Meat? Good.
Every once in a while while scrolling through Twitter, the same post catches my eye. Friends isn't even funny. 200,000 likes, millions of impressions, insanely high numbers on Twitter. I'm not saying people should like whatever I like. If you don't like Friends, that's totally fine. I do, however, take some offense when a show is being judged on something that isn't even its main appeal. Friends is not a Ricky Gervais comedy special. It's a TV show. Its main objective is to entertain you, not to make you laugh. Yes, Friends and many other shows have been categorized as sitcoms, meaning situation comedy, whatever that means. Yes, you could say people saying Friends isn't funny isn't them judging the show in its entirety. For all I know, they love Friends, but just don't find it funny. That may be true, but it doesn't seem like that's the case from what I'm seeing. It's like people go into Friends just wanting some laughs. When they don't get that, they turn against the show. Let me be the first to say that I don't like a lot of stuff from the early seasons of Friends. When I rewatch Friends, I typically jump in around season 3. Early Friends has a lot of bizarre things going on. The show hadn't found its footing. I mean, why the hell did Ross have a monkey? It's hard to imagine that stuff in the better seasons of Friends. It just seems very out of place. There are things to like in those early seasons though. Once the showrunners identified what worked, the show became more streamlined and focused on what resonated with people. This group of characters. This group of friends. Little bit of a side story here. When my sister graduated from university, my parents and myself went to the graduation ceremony. Wouldn't have missed it. While I primarily went to show support for my sister, I knew going into it that there would be a lot of socializing with people who I would consider strangers. My sister had her friends, my parents knew some of the parents. It was pretty overwhelming. What do you even do in that scenario? It's not easy being in a place where everyone seems to know each other, and you're just there awkwardly meandering around the place. So what did I do? Did I insert myself into conversations and become one with the group? Of course not. We were there for a few days, so that was a few nights of going out celebrating. I'm a fairly introverted person, so this stuff is really exhausting for me. So one night I left early, picked up a Joey special, and got an Uber back to the apartment.
Pizza! We like pizza! Get out!
I was in a strange country, staying in a strange place, sleeping on a strange couch. The TV there thankfully had Netflix, so I was able to sit back on a pull-out couch with a pizza, unwind, and turn on Friends. Immediately, I felt happy. I felt comfortable. Not because of the pull-out couch, that thing was a rock. I was comfortable because Friends gave me some familiarity. It gave me comfort when I needed it. When I couldn't make new friends, I had my TV friends. Ross, Rachel, Chandler, Joey, Monica, and Phoebe. They were there for me, as they promised they would. Friends is all about character. All about their relationships with each other. The bonds that hold this group of people together are unbreakable. This is what true friendship looks like. With sitcoms, there really isn't much of a story. Just look at Breaking Bad. That's a drama. It has a story. It's the story of what a man will do when he feels backed into a corner. It's the story of a man who's lived a reserved life, only learning what it means to truly live when he's facing imminent death. We follow his journey as he conquers the criminal world. Friends doesn't have an underlying story. This is where the term sitcom starts making sense to me. Every episode revolves around a situation, or even a few of them. So that's the sit part of sitcom. We can tick that box. The show fulfills its promises in that regard. I think what separates Friends from other sitcoms is its refusal to fit into the mold of a traditional sitcom. You watch The Office or Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The primary goal of those sitcoms is to make you laugh.
And you were directly under her the entire time?
That's what she said.
Excuse me?
That's what she said.
Ms. Levinson told you?
Yes, there is more to them than that. Especially The Office. The Office has great characters and a lot of emotion, while also being hilarious. Friends looks at sitcom and says, no, we're gonna make you feel. Now that isn't to say Friends isn't funny. I will wholeheartedly defend the show whenever someone says it isn't funny. Whether it's Ross desperately trying to get back into shrinking leather pants, whether it's Joey engaging in mental warfare with a piece of cake, whether it's Chandler enjoying a very girly bubble bath, whether it's prom queen Rachel shamelessly eating cheesecake off the floor, Monica putting the fear of God into anyone who moves her stuff out of its rightful spot, or Phoebe having a mental breakdown over a sock. There's plenty to make you laugh. Something that rubs a lot of people the wrong way is the use of a laugh track, as if that instantly nullifies anything funny about the show, just by being present. To me, this just seems like low-hanging fruit, as if these people are just looking for stuff to complain about. I have honestly never been bothered by laugh tracks, even in shows that I don't like. It's just part of the DNA of a classic sitcom. It's not a cheap tactic, like a jump scare in a horror movie.
Oh my God, you almost gave me a heart attack. Oh.
It's just meant to create atmosphere. I actually don't even notice the laugh track unless I'm purposefully trying to listen for it. If something isn't funny, a laugh track isn't suddenly going to make it funny. We've seen laugh tracks disappear due to the popularity of shows like The Office, and I'm fine with this. In an ideal world, yeah, I'd probably choose not to have a laugh track, but it isn't a big deal. The main characters and friends feel like real people, and they face real problems that make the audience feel for them. For every episode where Ross can't squeeze back into his leather pants, there's an episode where Ross and Rachel split up, fighting all night while the rest of the friends hide in the next room, helplessly listening as their friends split apart. There's an episode where Monica and Chandler find out they'll likely never be able to conceive a baby. One of the most gut-wrenching scenes in Friends is a scene where Monica and Chandler tell the adoption agency that there was a mistake made in their file, that they've been mixed up with another couple. The woman who chose them, Erica, is now unsure of the whole thing. Monica is usually the strong one out of the two of them, but on this occasion we see her devastated, shattered into a million pieces. This time, Chandler steps up and pleads for Erica to listen to him, telling her all about who they are, telling her that it kills him that he can't give Monica a child, that he's scared of being a father, but he knows that Monica is ready. She's already a mother without a baby.
She's already there. She's a mother. Without a baby.
This is not sitcom material. This transcends its perceived limitations and becomes something more. This is why Friends became one of the most popular shows of all time, and is still as popular today as it ever was. Jokes have a lifespan. There's only so many times a person can hear the same joke and still find it funny. This is why many sitcoms will eventually just fade out of pop culture, but not Friends. Friends is the ultimate comfort show. No matter how bad your day is, it can make the world seem slightly brighter. It can bring you comfort and warmth. It can inspire you, make you want to be a better friend, a better person. Friends can make you feel like you're home, even when you're in strange lands. Friends can make your eyes water. It can make you smile. Yes, Friends can even make you laugh. Because Friends is funny.